Hi guys, this is Cobra Tom,
I'm Venom Lily.
and we are here to do our 100th video and just kind of show you some of the toys that we have right now and some of the boxes and a few of the other things. So here we go. We're just kind of going to show you some of our stuff, nothing too fancy, just going to show you what we got. And as you can hear, we're playing the original theme song.
Okay, let's get into the video. We set the recorder down there. I'm coming back up. Okay, so that little blue man right there, I'm just going to talk about him for like a second. I got him for Christmas from one of my cousins. We call him the librarian guy just because he comes with a book stand, but that's in my room. There's Alice in Wonderland right there. And then at school, I got this little gingerbread man. He's kind of squishy. He's like a pencil top thing. And the red guy right there, I'm not actually sure what that is. Do you?
He just came in with we bought like a jar of about 100 little figures, and he happened to be one of them.
Okay, and then this is my Ender Dragon. I got him with the Lego set, I think. And he came with Alex, which is down here in the cupboard where I will show you later. And then we've got my stick bots. There's a blue stick bot and a green stick bot.
Yeah.
And then probably in the middle of my summer, my dad bought me the Millennium Falcon.
Last Christmas.
Last Christmas. Sorry, but it was probably in the middle of the summer. It opens, but that will be for a review. It has this thing right there. It opens. There are really cute figures inside. And then there's this thing that is like symboling that it's going to go into hyperspeed or whatever that's called.
Yeah. And we can quickly, if I can, I'm going to try if I...
There's not enough light. Okay, there.
And yes, this will get its own review. This does pop up, but at the moment, it's not opening, so...
There's also that ballish area right there. I just kind of call that the cockpit or something, but it does not close for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why. And then there's that little red button you see up there, which does the sound that he was just doing.
And here is a button to do the noise.
Okay, and we're not going to do much more because we're going to save that for the review. We also have a Christmas thing right there because we forgot to take it down. Whatever.
And then we have a couple of just model spaceships, a droid fighter, and Home One from Return of the Jedi. Now we're just going to go down to the next.
We are going to lower you.
Yep.
Okay. Here is the next one. We've got okay. Sorry, the thing made a
Here,
weird
let's
noise.
back it up once.
Yep, okay. We're going to point you down. You're going to see the next one just because we have to back you up.
Because I want to get the door open so that you can see.
I'm now just going to hold you because that's probably going to be the best bet. We've got the Emperor in the way back from a cardboard set that came with them. What is that guy's name in the gold?
Snook.
Snook. That's weird.
Yeah.
We've got one of the people from
Rebels.
the new Rebels.
Yep.
We've got Star Wars and...
We've got Ahsoka Tano and Darth Vader fighting.
I meant Darth Vader, not Star Wars. Okay,
An Inquisitor girl who was played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. in real
We've
life
got her in some Play-Doh.
because she has no foot pegs.
So, yeah. Then we've got Princess Leia, who has a red gun.
Yeah, she's got the IG soldiers, the Iron Grenadier soldiers' red handgun.
And then we've got, he's also from the newish Rebels.
Yep, that's
His name.
Kanan Jarrus or something like that.
And then that's a robot from one of them.
See, that's supposed to be the Death Star droid, but I always call him AP5. He's in one of our favorites of all of the episodes where Chopper gets lost on an Imperial spaceship, and I just pretend that that's him. We got a biker scout back there.
So we already talked about these three back here, so I'm going to quick talk about them again because it's nothing new. So, you all know that when we did the review, if you watched it, that one has much more detail. And this one is supposed to be the better one, and he's supposed to be the knockoff, but it's just weird.
Yeah. Actually, no, that one's not a knockoff.
Really?
No,
Okay.
that one actually is the normal Death Star one. All these are actual Star Wars. There's no knockoffs in here.
Cool. I'm going to move you to the side so that you can see this better. So, we've got a cow hanging right there. So here is another person from the new Rebels thing.
Ezra.
Ezra, yes. Here is someone fighting or chasing Ezra.
A biker scout, but I don't think that's the actual biker scout. I think that's like one of the Imperial AT-STs or some walkers or something.
Okay, now I'm going to bring you back around here, and I'm going to show you the next level. I'm going to quick go on my knees so that it's easier to show you. So, for Christmas, I got this Jabba the Hutt. He does move his head, and I just knocked over a figure. This guy right there. So, here's the dancers from this scene in
Empire. Or, I'm sorry, Jedi. In Return of the Jedi.
And then we've got this weird dude, blue dude. I like him. It's kind of funny. There's Princess Leia way in the back. What I also thought was funny and confusing, that is also Princess Leia.
Yeah.
So. And we got two R2-D2s.
Two R2-D2s, but I figured there are multiple R2 kind of droids in Star Wars, so kind of let it go.
Then we got this creepy dude right here.
Who actually
Yeah.
He does have a point of articulation where his mouth does open.
Yeah, wrong shelf. Yeah.
And that guy is from the Cantina, but since he was an alien, and I just thought he looked good being in the Jabba's palace scene.
Then we've got one of my dad's favorite characters, which is Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, one of my all-time top 10 action figures of all time. One of my
I'm just
all-time
gonna
favorites.
set him down to show you the one behind him. So there is this weird green monster-looking thing. I kind of think he's cute.
He's a Dobak.
A Dobak?
Yep.
That's a weird name. And then here is the blue dude.
Odie Mandrell, but we always call him Oopie Doopie.
Yep, because we accidentally dropped him in the car. We couldn't find him, so we called him Oopie Doopie. Here is one of my favorite-ish. I like all the animals in this one. But he's kind of cool. His mouth opens like the other one.
Yep, he does have a point of articulation.
It opens, but it's hard to get it to open. Yeah, it closes and opens there. Now we're going to show you the next level.
This one's going to be kind of a boring or kind of one because all I have is the Rancor.
Nothing, no rocks.
We're going to do that, but that's just
I mean, there are dead bugs in the back, so I mean, it's
you could pretend that he ate those, so yeah.
I'll have to clean that up later. Yeah, it's just Luke, Rancor. Oh yes, the Rancor does open its mouth.
He has a point of articulation on the back that we will show during the review, and it opens his mouth.
Yep. And then we got this dude right here, his green. He Okay. He actually fell in the pit when he was putting Luke in the pit. So, yeah.
And he gets eaten.
Yeah, and Luke survives. Well, that's such a shocker.
Such a shocker.
Okay. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick overlook of these things. The shelf. We get up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, blue dude fell over. Okay. Now we're going to show you the Terradrome, which my dad always calls the Technodrome.
Yes, I always get Terradrome and Technodrome mixed up. She bumped her elbow. All right, I'll kind of do a little bit just because I kind of know these characters a little better. This is General Voltar. That's my new character that I made, which I broke in 2 pieces but glued him back together so I don't touch him. But his character's name is Epsilon.
We actually used the wrong paint on his face. It's kind of starting to peel off. We'll have to get a new paint.
Yeah. And these are some kind of, I don't know, 2002 or 3 or something like that. But with the red and gold and black.
We got him at JoeCon.
We got them at JoeCon, yep. And since they've got a red and black and gold color scheme, I thought they'd look nice as Iron Grenadier.
This guy right here,
It's Boa Maul.
Bulma. Okay.
He's a big boa and Darth Maul combined.
Cool. He kind of looks like he's wearing a robe, like he's a ninja fighter or something.
Yep. He's the head of security.
There's Destro down there in this thingy-mabobber.
Yep.
And the lever is stuck, so I cannot get this to open and shut. We got this.
Oh, it's probably because he was in there. Oh well, that's all right. We'll.
Move your arm. Alright, so then we've got Baroness.
That's the Baroness, yep. This is technically the Baroness too, but I pretend that since we have a Baroness, that's a character called Duchess, and she's a part of the Queen's court. Secretly an Iron Grenadier.
Here
are 2 custom characters. The one right there is called Rayjack, and his name is Coswary. And Ed Hillman Ed Hillman made this one too. Ed Hillman made this one and made a file card, but he's making a file card for this one. And that's Darklon, but we customized him because I didn't like the green on him. I didn't like the goofy orange on him, so we just painted him differently.
We are going to move down into here.
Which our thing doesn't slide very well, but...
See, when we move it, it moves off the shelf.
Yeah, because I got a Lazy Susan, but it's not the best one.
But we're still going to use it because it doesn't fall off. It just moves weirdly. So we've got this first one.
Oop. Yeah, a Targat and a Astro Viper just kind of...
in the door.
One walking through the door, one ready to pump some gas.
Okay, now this is pretty easy. You just have to flip that down.
Yep, there's just a tab here.
We've got a Target ready to fill up because they're on their summer job.
Yep. Because the actual Terradrome has 3 fuel pumps. Here's the 3rd fuel pump room, but I changed that. I kept the interrogator interrogating the fake Cobra Commander.
Just great.
Yes.
Okay, putting that
One of
back
my
up.
favorite ones. Now we'll get this one down.
I'm tired.
Oh,
Oh.
here is my Sergeant Major. I painted a Slade from DC Comics. Well, I'm just going to set him like that because for right now we don't need him on there. And a Targat and an Annihilator.
We're going to put that flag back up. And this one doesn't have...
Oh, that's Scrap Iron and Targat.
We got this Terradrome for actually $25 because it had nothing.
It had very little.
Everything was missing. The only piece we could find was this piece. He said, if you look through it, you can just take anything that belongs to this.
So we found a couple of fuel pumps, a couple of hoses, and that's pretty much it. And there's Target and scrap iron. Here is the dome door that she said was stuck.
Yeah, I didn't want to break it, and it wasn't moving, so...
Yeah. It's okay.
Now it's pretty much over, but not all the way.
Here.
This is just working great. See, all of these were missing. We also found them in the thingamabobber.
Yeah, and we had
The
to put them
bucket.
on, and that was like, we had to clean all of the teeth.
Yeah, we went back to the hotel, and I was probably sitting there for an hour dusting this off.
Oh yeah, this was dirty too. That's why everybody passed on it, because it was just filthy. But
We were like, we can still save this.
we could still save it, and it was a Terradrome for
cheap.
25 bucks. And I'm not saying it was a bad
Kind of
price,
sticky.
but a guy was selling a complete one, which is a good price.
For like $700.
Yeah, and we didn't want to. We had the money, but we didn't want to spend all $700 in one day.
Yeah.
So that's why
Also,
we didn't get
we were
it.
trying to limit to $100 a day, so
Yep.
yeah, also that. We're saving up to go to HasbroCon next. That's probably fun.
That
Okay,
would be fun.
let's go back down here.
Okay, and here's another room with a.
I set this up as these two targets talking, and then this guy right here was trying to walk out of the room from this guy because he was getting bored.
Yeah, and that's an undertow. The original undertow was green and red. Looked a little more like an Iron Grenadier, but this is like a 2000 or 1997 version or something like that. And
In this room, we just have one
Astro Viper.
guy.
But what this room actually is it swings out, and on this thing up here, you gotta hold. I know it's really hard, but there's a little round piece here. Yeah, you can see it there, that the door is on a hinge. So then there is
Oh, that's getting uncomfortable.
a chair and a gun. And here's, you put a guy here, and that box is supposed to be an ammo box. Right, this is an ammo box if you got in there better. We'll do a better review. But see, you can see there's like shells in there. And that's supposed to be the guy, he's supposed to be giving the guy in, when you have the door open, guns. And he's supposed to be shooting the shells out of the chair gun. But we don't have that right now. That's one of the pieces
Okay.
we really need.
No.
And we're now back to the first room we saw. Now, before we... Here, you keep looking at this. I want to grab something. You talk about this just for a second.
So there is a sign right here, and it says no smoking armaments.
Armament, which is
Armaments.
weapons.
Ah.
Armaments, that's what those shells are. That's if you smoked around that, you could blow yourself up.
Oh, that's just nice.
Yeah. So, now we're going to go down to the hangar.
Taking the elevator down, that takes forever.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the Lazy Susan, by the way.
Yeah, that's the Lazy Susan, but we need a much bigger
See,
one.
When we turn it, the Lazy Susan doesn't move, but the Terradrome does. Like, just everywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't really stay.
And now we got right here.
Here are our two. Oh yes, that's Battle Force 2000. I just set them there. Now in the back are two. Here are the two demon tanks that we have.
We did a review on them, so
Yep, real recently. Here's Wild Weasel in a Rescue Heroes jet that we've always been needing to take. Put a new cockpit on. Put Cobra symbols on where the R's are and stuff, but we haven't gotten that far.
the button on top used to work,
It used to light up the.
but it doesn't anymore. So.
And here's our next review. This next review is going to be the AGPs. And if you can see,
We've got custom people in there.
I was going to say, if you look carefully, you can see some custom people.
Here, move the light. It's a little bit of a glare on this guy. Never mind, we'll just go to this guy. I'm trying to get rid of the glare. You can kind of see him in there. That's nice. Okay, then I I begged my dad to get this at JoeCon because it looked so cool to me. And it is, we have a diver?
Sub-Viper.
Sub-Viper.
Who also is a diver. And the thing that really is Cobra and not really Iron Grenadier, but the color scheme looks so nice. It's red, it's black, it's even got yellow on it.
It has cobwebs.
Cobwebs, yeah. And it's got yellow on it, so.
How long has that been sitting there?
Actually, not that long. Just is what happens.
Ugh.
So, that's going to get a review too, but I'm missing a couple of pieces. I'm missing an antenna, and I'm missing some hoses and stuff. But that was a good view of the cockpit.
Right. Let's put the camera in there.
Yeah, put the camera back in there. Look at that. That is a nice cockpit.
I love the details on the control panel.
Yes.
Okay, now we are going to move to the next thing. It's going to get very dark.
For a few seconds. And here is our game.
And that's not going to work. I'm going to try to set you down. So here is one Cobra side, which we've got a Cobra Elite Trooper. Yeah, just put them forward. And I'll show you the people, but I'm first going to read off the names, the first three. So we've got the Crimson Guard.
That's Tomax.
We've got a Dreadnought, which is Ripper. Cobra Elite Trooper, Crimson Guard.
Yep.
And then I'm going to show you the quick pictures of them,
Oh, yeah.
which are actually pretty cool.
And they're printed on the front and back. So they didn't skimp on them at all.
No, face them back. We're going to put these guys down here, not to lose them. We've got a Cobra Commander, which everyone should know what a Cobra Commander is if you're into G.I. Joes. Slide him forward. That's what he looks like. We'll slide him back. Crimson Guard Commander.
Zaymot. I know some of the names are kind of hard to see.
Cobra.
They're very little.
Cobra.
Intelligence officer.
Sorry, Baroness.
Baroness.
I don't even know how. Even need to see the name. Okay, now we're gonna move over to these.
Awesome buildings.
Oh.
You're gonna do the characters first?
No, the awesome buildings.
Okay, here is the Cobra Supply Depot. These are all just cardboard, and it just says Cobra Supply Depot on both sides. There's nothing.
And you cannot see our headquarters. It is in Pleat Cognito.
Yes. Complete. We
And
are
then-
shocked.
These flags did not come with, right?
No, it's just Cobra Prison, and I had those and I couldn't figure out where to put them because they wouldn't stand anywhere. So I just dumped them in here.
Okay, I have to go all the way around, see if I can reach. I might have to switch places with my dad. Or not. Okay, so we've got the Cobra
Let me see. Cobra Communications Officer, a Televiper.
We've got the Master of the Skies.
Zartan.
Which looks nothing like Zartan.
Yeah, I don't like this Zartan, but... And then there's Firefly, the Saboteur. Here's a lot of people's favorite, the Cobra Ninja Storm Shadow.
I love the Cobra Ninjas. He was actually one of the first G.I. Joes that I ever had.
Yep.
We got Destro.
One of my all-time favorites. And then we have an eel. So this game, you roll dice like this. We just roll dice. One side gets one, the other side gets the other, and it's just, we kind of move pieces, and you kind of got to put pieces on certain ways, and you can't technically go where the where like these spots are technically, because they're just supposed to stop you. We kind of don't play that way.
We have our own rules to this game. What?
Oh, I don't know what happened there. It looked really funny for a minute.
We're probably just haunted. It's fine. Okay. Perfect. So there is a warrant officer, code name Flint.
Flint?
Just slide him back. Silent weapon, quick kick.
Quick Kick, which is a character that I never bought as a kid and never even wanted. He was a G.I. Joe who didn't wear any shoes or a shirt. He looks stupid to me. I'm sorry to those who are Quick Kick fans, but seriously.
There's.
Here's another one that
Sailor.
is one of my all-time favorite that I never actually had as a kid, but always wanted, was Shipwreck. He looks like Popeye to me, and I always like that. Tracker. And that is Spirit.
I actually have the 25th anniversary Spirit.
From
This
Joe
one
Con.
is extremely weird. I'm going to show you something. So there are a couple extremely weird ones. So there's two extremely weird ones. They're really small. And then if you put in like normal one next to them, look.
Yeah, and then you put
Such a
Flint,
good-
and he's like twice as big.
There's a couple weird ones. They're so small. And then you have the really tall ones that work in the prison. So one time, me and my dad were just playing, and we decided, okay, we're just going to play this once and put it in the Christmas box. We didn't do that because we love this game too much. Anyways, I had this guy in the jail, and Dad didn't know that, and he was like, are we missing a figure? And I was like, no, he's right in the jail. He is the smallest figure we have.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to slide him back.
Yeah.
I'm normally the Joe team because I like Joes. Oh,
Here's the G.I. Joe jail. It's almost exactly like the Cobra jail. They're POW camp. There's really not much difference to it.
oh, this one's also in so much hiding.
Yeah, they did such a great job with hiding that as G.I. Joe HQ. Wow, good job, guys. And the next one is G.I. Joe Supply Depot. Way to really hide yourselves.
Yeah. I mean, I think these guys did a lot better than the Cobra because theirs is blue, this is green.
Yeah, you would expect a military base to have flags and American symbols and all of that kind of stuff. So I guess a military base would actually have some of those kind of characteristics.
So we've got Lady J.
Yeah.
Oh. We've also got
Duke.
First Sergeant. And we got another really small one.
Yeah. Footloose. He's an infantryman.
Sorry for the lighting.
Yep.
We've got the Missile Specialist, Bazooka. The Marine Gung Ho. I can't say his name.
And finally, the last piece of the game, Wakanda.
Yeah, that guy.
Jungle Trooper, Wakanda.
And then we'll put these guys all back.
We'll put them back in a minute.
And then the Cobra has red dice because they're bad. And the G.I. Joe has white dice, except I always take the red dice.
Yeah, with the red dice book.
Yep.
Now we're moving on to the Silent Castle, which is a work in progress. We have almost nothing done.
Well, he had this whole base perfect, and then I got mad at him and smashed it.
Yeah, because she wanted this for something else. But right now, I just have Destro Baroness, which Ed Hellman actually fixed her.
We made her at.
Although now I just noticed that a piece broke.
Oh, that's just great. But we made her at JoeCon at the fixing class. which wasn't a little bit extra money, but it was so fun. We made like
it was a lot of extra money, but it was worth it.
28 figures. It was so cool. And I found this girl, and I just found a broken thing right here. And they had a frying pan where you make pancakes on. And they were like, how about you just set it there and then try to have it go on because the plastic is melted. And it kind of worked, but we had to have her fixed. I think she needs a screw in one leg.
Yeah.
But I love this character.
Yes, and she technically has Dr. Minderbender pants. Or legs, technically, legs.
Okay, now
we're moving on. Oh, here's the extra.
That doesn't need to be there. Candles don't break.
Oh, they do. Okay, now, here we go. Here is Tiger Force Roadblock. Tiger Force Roadblock. And he is on the twin whirlwind battle gun. Shoots out of there. We'll do a review. Now here is Lily's favorite. Oh, there goes Chuckles. Oh no. Chuckles!
Oh,
man down.
Joke on. I guess some people planned this because there were so many Chuckles in the costume contest.
Yep.
It was crazy.
And there is Tiger Force Wild Bill.
Chuckles. I think Chuckles is my least favorite character.
Yes, Chuckles is my also least favorite.
He's wearing a shirt that is more of like a church shirt, which is okay, but not into battle.
Not into battle, no. I'd wear that, yeah. I'd wear that kind of shirt to church or to some kind of nicer event. But that's okay. And then here is the command center.
We've got a nice sticker right here, and then I'm going to show you the...
You're going to have to show on the back side. See, now you can see the
It almost looks like they're working on a comic right here.
Yeah, Flint and Duke there.
And we've got one of my all-time least favorite characters, but Dad loves him, so I do.
Yeah, that's Hunk. I had him as a kid when I was a little boy. She hates him, but that's okay. And there's a really patched up Stalker. It's his actual head, one of his actual arms, and I think Breaker's legs or something like that. It's somebody else's arm. But, hey, you know, at least I have kind of a Stalker. Here is 100% complete. We'll do them next. Grand Slam and Hal.
And I'm not going to do it because I hate the sound and I cannot bear it. There's this really clicking sound and it's just
We'll do it
bad
during the
to me.
review.
And so, yeah. Then there's this guy, which we already did a review on, and so I got him at Free Toys. I thought it was really cool, and then I took him out of his piano thing, and I just started laughing because he is wearing a diaper.
Yes, we laughed and we laughed and we laughed in the car when we saw him.
Which I also knocking things over.
Sorry, Dodai or whatever your name is.
Excuse me. These actually do press.
The keys, actually, yeah, she's right.
They don't make noise, but they're little.
The actual keys that pressed out. And this is Dodie something, I don't know what his real name is.
I accidentally took off the rubber band thing because I thought I didn't need it, but I did, so I just taped it.
So I taped.
It looks pretty good. It's a little glare, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just sitting back.
So
listening to their music.
aliens doing a concert.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
and let's do the front just because we got one more person to actually show, or one more thing. He's got the flag, which is really nice. Yeah, that looks much better. And the command gun here that sticks out. And I just have Tauros doing it just because I like Tauros. He's one of the coolest characters. Now we're going to go into the underside of the base.
Yeah.
In the base, well, you have to use your imagination.
and then we're going to go back one because we forgot one.
Oh, yes. And here is the Rolling Thunder, which we don't like to move too much because it makes a horrible, terrible
We're buying
screeching
another
noise.
one because this guy said, oh, these things are just perfect. They're complete. It came not complete. There's a terrible squeaking noise. The wheels were missing. So that guy wasn't a great seller.
Yep.
I guess he just wanted to get rid of it.
See, because we have one broken wheel in the back. Technically, if you could see it in the background, we do have another that I did buy that's in better shape.
This
but
is
it's
the one.
missing. It's missing a bunch of pieces, but I was gonna cobble.
This is the one that he said, oh, it's in perfect shape. Everything is there.
Yep, this one is the one that I bought to patch up this one. I'm gonna take all of this stuff off and put it on the one with all the wheels. The cannon base isn't cracked on the side like that one is. The missile barrels are broken on these ones.
This one came without a window shield thing right here.
So yeah, we put the window shield from the actual fixed one. I did that just so I had one here, so that when we did the 100th video, we could show you an almost complete one at least.
I'm thinking about with this one, I might paint it and make it something else. Really cool, something else.
No, you're gonna take this one and paint this one because this is the broken one.
Oh.
And here's a little scout vehicle that goes with it.
It's a baby vehicle.
In fact, I'll even show you what a 3 3/4 inch figure looks like in there. So he doesn't look too oversized.
Or too manly because it's a baby vehicle.
But yeah, he doesn't look too manly with his big red beard and his tiny car. His beard is almost bigger than the car.
Yep.
Moving on to the next spot. This is
our clutter of mess that we got from G.I. Joe Con. We're going to have to find new spots for it. We're going to have to get our uncle here to fix the shelves.
put some shelves up and to do some of that stuff. Yep.
Yeah, because we have a giant clutter. We bought way too much stuff.
Up here is one of my all-time favorite airplanes that I never had as a kid, but have now, and it's the Night Raven.
I'm not going to open it because I want to save that for later. Here is a little baby vehicle, too. I love the baby vehicles. Okay.
Now, some people say, oh, I can't even get, I'll save them for the review, but you're supposed to technically be able to switch these out. Now, some people say it's got to go out because it's more aerodynamic, but the actual jet itself, the wings go inside, so that instead of the curve this way, they curve inwards. But that's what the real jet looked like.
Okay, now this next base, which I'm going to show you in a second, is one of my all-time favorite bases. It is actually supposed to be a Ninja Turtle base, but it's amazing. So, here we go. We're going to start up here, where we've got the guns in a trash can, which is hiding. We've got Destro, and then there's a little trick down here, which these guys would fall off, because sometimes we use this as a good base, and sometimes we use it as a bad base.
Yeah, and sometimes we, I bumped the switch, sorry about that. Sometimes we pretend the G.I. Joe attacks, and they fall through traps, and they fall to the street, and...
Because the G.I. Joe knows this base better than they know okay. Yeah. And so here's another one of my favorite parts is that, don't mind that. It opens and closes, and there's a pizzeria because, well, Ninja Turtles love their pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, and here is...
Raptor.
Okay.
He's not a Dreadnought, but I always pretend that he is.
One. So right under here, there is this guy looking through. Also, there's supposed to be someone looking through down here, just to see out of the trash can to see what's happening out in the actual streets.
We're thinking about getting rid of the Donnie part.
Painting it black.
And painting it black or white or something just so it looks like they're actually looking through it. Oh, and here's one of our... Here we go. Here's one of the things that we pretend. So, get ready for this. Oh, did knock this guy? Well, he didn't knock over, but you kind of got the idea.
Because there's the ladder that swings down so that you can climb up from here. And this guy, he's fallen off because the holes got him stuck. Because there's holes all over the ladders. So here, right up here, there's a toxic bucket, but I forgot how to get it to fall, and it falls into this, into this, and then this leads into here, and it just falls down.
Yep.
down here, there is an alligator guy. And sometimes we pretend that he's trying to attack someone up here. We had him, like, clawing right here, getting to up here. Because the guy was standing
we
there.
move him around, but just for the video, we just kind of...
And we got Zartan and his sister.
Oh, that's Xandar.
Xandar.
Yeah.
I thought that was Zartan. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever. Okay. Now we've got him just relaxing right there.
Crystal Ball isn't a Dreadnought, but the way he looks, he doesn't look like a Cobra guy. He looks like a Dreadnought.
Mm-hmm. This guy is not even from Cobra or anything like it.
He's G.I. Joe Extreme. But I thought in real life, if it's 3 3/4, and I measured it out one time, 5 inch to 3 3/4, he'd be over 7 feet tall. So that's still, it's out of the range, but there are people that are over 7 feet tall, so it would be possible.
Now I'm just gonna move him for a second, place him over here, and see if someone comes into this base or finds it, they just hide it.
Yeah, and then they can't see him in anything, so that's really cool.
I mean, you can kind of see it, but you can't see any of the cameras, you just see the keyboards.
Yeah. And then over here is where the Dreadnoughts keep. It's going to be kind of hard to see. Kind of hard to see. But here's the Dreadnought jail, and we just have somebody in there.
They're keeping Jinx in there. Wait,
Yep.
Isn't Jinx the bad people? No, she's a good guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We've got this dude up here just relaxing.
Globulus is just sitting there relaxing.
Because he's just doing his lazy work. And then if we stand back a little bit, you can see the whole base. So this is only missing one thing, which is the zip line. And we were like, oh, I saw this at Free Toys, and we were like, oh, that's so cool. And we were like, oh, it's probably going to be like $50. We get it, and it's $25.
Yeah, it was quite cheap for how
And then when we tried to drive home, we had to pull over a couple times because it's giant and we couldn't see out of the back window.
Yeah.
So we had to take it apart and stuff.
Okay, so next we're going to be doing a huge piece, but I have to move the camera. Or, I'm sorry, I have to move.
So you've never seen this on camera, which I accidentally just showed you. It is the flag. We got this flag and we had to pay it off for a while, but it was good. It used to be standing in this area, and that was just a bad idea because he couldn't get to his room and he would trip over it, and it was just terrible. But it was fun to play with there.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna stand here and wait until he gets the light. Like a teacher, I'm just gonna stand here and wait until you behave. Okay, we're gonna show you this area first. This is where we keep all of our planes. So there is the 25th anniversary Maverick plane. Right, that's Mavericks.
Yep. That's the original Vector, and this is the JoeCon exclusive Vector, which is just Painted Conquest.
We figured out that something is falling from our roof because our base is full of these little dust pieces.
Yes. And we have
Coming
wood
from
wood
up
ce-
there.
we have wood ceiling, and I think it just
Because we hear, we have neighbors that throw rocks at the,
it doesn't matter.
yeah. This thing, I don't really know what it is, but it's really cool.
The Cobra Battle Barge. It's a boat thing, so I just decided to throw it on here because I didn't have
Yeah.
anywhere else to
Also,
really put it.
there's going to be an exclusive video that's probably going to be 5 minutes, and that is probably going to be in it. Just a little quick thing.
Yeah.
That we're also doing tonight because it's probably only going to be 5 minutes. So here, this guy right here, I customed him because he used to be orange on the top, yellow on the bottom, and orange,
Yeah. and-
bright yellow, bright orange. I still have some paint job, can kind of see the colors, because I didn't finish him yet.
but
and
still
then-
looks a whole lot better.
Yeah, I wish we took a before and after picture. So here's Hulk, Batman kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Duke?
Oh, Thor.
Thor tipped over.
We got our missiles right here, I think. Oh, we used to be missing one, but now we aren't. We've got
Eventually we
cobwebs
found it.
because we haven't played with this in like a year. Okay, we're gonna move over to the filling station over here. So we've got our gas tank and the little filler knob, and it just goes into the tank and fills up. And I'm not sure who this is controlling it. What did I do? I don't know. That was there just like... something just popped up on the camera. I don't know. Here we go. So...
That's the RVP.
Looks really cool.
And this is the weapons command transport that you put bombs and stuff on, and it just transports little bombs.
And then this is the bomb thingies, but they're disconnected because I tried to put someone on them and they just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
Because
There's the imp tank.
I'm going to quick show you something that I love about this. I'm going to set the camera down. Hopefully it doesn't do what I just didn't want it to do. If they don't have a backpack or anything, they actually fit perfectly right there. Or not. Oh wait,
Here.
Yeah, they also can do that. And I got a figure to like actually sit right there.
Yeah. But there he is. He's riding it.
Oh, I just got this recently, and it's really fun to play with. Except these things are really hard to get to fall off.
Yes.
We got this blue vehicle right here.
And we put a couple of our G.I. Joe custom figures in there.
Oh, these, we still have to make a base for it, but these are the extremely bad characters. They're worse than Cobra. They blow up everything. They, like, blow up random cities that aren't even doing anything wrong. And they just have really creepy faces. Because I was making the Joe-Con things, and I found these really cool heads in a bag. And he's like, oh yeah, you can take anything from this box. So I took those heads, and we made these characters.
Yeah, they're really cool. All right, here we go. Here is...
We're going to first start with this right here. So Cyborg's in the back, just because he wants to be in the back.
I put him back there so it looked like he was manning guns on the other side, so it didn't look like... I was trying to make it look like he was facing both directions, so it doesn't look like it's all facing one direction.
Okay, so we've got this dollar store guy.
Yeah, dollar store extra figure.
Every time we see him, we call him like a weird name. And so the guys, when we play with this base, the guys like him because he's a pretty good worker, but they call him Long Face. Because there's no disability with him, but because it's to just do it because it's funny. And he even laughs. Just because we liked him. And then there is Scarlet with her crossbow.
Back there is Falcon.
And then we've got Misfits from this. There is Girl.
Admiral Akbar.
I'm not sure who's in that cloak. I think that's another Admiral. Oh, no.
No,
It's a
that
weird dude.
is Prune Face.
Well, we also got him at Joe-Con.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. There he is. Prune Face with an eye patch. He kind of looks like a space
And Long
pirate.
Face just fell over.
Oh, and Long Face fell over.
This cannon right here is from the dollar store too.
Yeah, which is really
we
nice.
were looking at the stuff and we found these cannons, but we saw these ugly figures with them.
Yeah, we were going to throw the figures away,
But then we just started joking around with them and we kept them. Yeah. So there's Lazy Dude in the back.
Yeah, Ambush taking a nap. I can't think of what that's even called. That's the Core or something like that, and I'm not even sure what that character from the Core's name is.
Oh, he just fell over. This is where they keep all of their axes and shovels and swords right there, and they just
Yep.
fell down.
Yeah, I was
Right,
hoping you
right,
wouldn't
right,
touch that even at all because it's a pain in the butt
Yeah,
to get back up.
I get them all the time. I get that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna reach and grab this guy right here because this is a really short kind of thing and it's hard to grab them.
Yeah.
And you got this guy. He's actually sitting on a chair. So they're in a campsite. So it's supposed to be just like a chair that he's sitting on.
Working on the radio.
Here's the radio.
There you go. There's the radio. And it's a really nice radio.
And my dad actually put this little antenna thing on. Because isn't that like a match?
It's a match that I painted green. And I whittled down the ends so that it would actually fit in the hole. And I just kind of... And it works. And if you don't know that it's missing, if you don't know that it's actually missing and you're just playing with it, it looks good enough.
We got a tree in the background. And then we're going to move down to the next space. I'm taking the elevator down. Okay, this is very dark. Okay, perfect.
Now, this base is going to be the space base. And the guy sitting in the chair is Constrictor. That's my character. And he doesn't sit there very well because this is kind of leaning. It's not really sitting as straight as it should.
If you guys live in where we kind of live, you'll see in Target that there's a BB-8 thing.
Yeah, this is a BB-8 2-in-1 playset.
Yeah.
And we put all of our customs on, well, not all of them, but a lot of our customs on this base.
Here is the two guys that actually belong in the vehicle on the flag. I'm not going to go over there and show you, but...
Yeah, they are the space shuttle. We just did a review of that. And right there is Admiral Latimer in the blue. And he's getting his review very soon. And that guy is the...
We actually made him at JoeCon.
Yeah.
Then we got this girl.
That's another custom that we got from JoeCon. And she's just kind of running the machine gun there, or cannon, or whatever.
Actually, we bought them from a guy. We did not make them. We were in the class, and we saw this guy making these. He actually took a piece of plastic and carved all of this.
Yeah, he's really good at it. And then here is just the kind of the area, and I have Obi-Wan, but I always think of him as somebody else, as an Iron Grenadier person that I haven't gotten that far with yet. I haven't customized him yet. And I haven't customized her, but she is Queen Amidala, but she is in my Iron Grenadier thing. She's going to be a part of the Queen's Court.
There is also a base under it, which my uncle actually got these bases.
Yes.
Well, these shelves.
The shelf, yes. And here is our Cobra La place.
I begged my dad to get this. And the funny thing is we were sitting in our hotel. We were looking at Yahoo to see. And you could see the pictures of the hotel in the background.
Yeah, and they were selling them on the... They were already selling them, so...
And they were selling them for cheap, no, they were like way expensive, more than JoeCon.
But outside of the box, that's how I got this guy. He wasn't even in a box. He was just in a little baggie with all of his stuff, and I got him for much cheaper.
I bet the guy that bought him kept the box so that he could have the box. He probably already had the figure and just kept the box.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, shoot. And down here is a Warduke, and he's from Dungeons and Dragons, but he looks like a Cobra La guy. And here is Nemesis Enforcer, one of my all-time favorite characters.
I'm making the camera weird just so that you can see him, but
He's kind of humped over because of the wings make him too hunched.
so if your TV kind of goes or your tablet kind of goes wonky because I'm messing with the camera just to show you, that's why.
And there's a Hulk from like an alternate dimension comic, and I'm not
I'm
gonna.
not going to show you too much because that's hurting my arm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to the lower level of this.
And that's really technically Turtles Technodrome, but
And he
I kind
mixes
of...
up the Technodrome and the Terradrome so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got those people. Here, I'll get a better angle so that you can see this alternate dimension Hulk.
We're still not really getting him. He's not that important. He's
Yeah.
just a guy I bought.
So here's another rescue things. And this is where we normally record our videos. If you can see it, the picture of my
Yeah.
sister Jill. Ooh.
This isn't done. This needs a lot of work, but I...
Got this guy right here.
Ambush is
There's
hiding behind the rocks.
That we got from our parking lot.
And there is, I believe, like the 2002 law. I'm not sure. And there's General Hawk, who needs to be fixed. His band actually just broke, and I found him broken one day, but just for the video, I just kind of stuck them together just for now. And then up there is Alpine and version 2 Stalker, I
And
believe.
we have a plane that normally sits up there, but it's somewhere else right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And here is...
Now we're taking the elevator up, not
taking
down.
the elevator up. And this is just a Cobra thing, because we didn't
Meeting.
actually have any
To us,
Cobra
it's
stuff.
the Cobra meeting. These guys are bowing to Cobra,
Cobra Commander there, yeah.
which I think is quite weird.
No, they're asking forgiveness because in the comics, he's a fake Cobra Commander, and he made Serpentor, so they're asking Cobra Commander for forgiveness.
These guys back here, actually Dollar Store guys. These guards, is Transformer guards. No?
Well, they you might screw things up if you tell them that they're Dollar Store.
Oh, sorry.
It might screw up our video. We might have to cut that because Dollar Store stuff they cut. Anyway, here's I forgot the Persuader. I couldn't think of the name. The Persuader.
We've
And
got
on
like
he-
6 figures on here.
We have 8.
8.
Here are, I'm not even sure what some of these names are. This is Low Light. This is Dusty version like 4 or 5. This is Repeater. This is another one of those version 3 or 4 of like Law or something like that. It's not Law, but it's something like that. And here's Heavy Duty, Jinx, and smashed up headed guy that we always call like Rick or something. And then inside there's the actual Persuader driver. I can't think of what his name is anymore anyway.
This one I'm going to be a little bit harder to get.
This is the USS Wisconsin. We did a review on this one time.
Forgot to take down our family thing.
Oh, well.
Whatever. The plane used to be around here. There's the plane that goes at the rescue heroes thing.
Yeah,
It broke, so.
yeah.
So there's another, what's his name?
Here's Captain America.
Oop.
Admiral Akbar there.
Which we had down here too, which is right there.
Yeah, there's the vintage. There's the 90s version.
This used to be a green or yellow. It was yellow. So my dad.
Yeah, it was kind of a yellowish orange.
And then down here it was blue. So my dad painted gray.
Which it needs some more touch-ups.
Because there's bubbles. I actually think that's quite cool.
And inside there's the
We have
base.
someone that fell over.
I think that's the female Wolverine X-23 or
Yeah.
something like that. And then there's an actual rescue hero guy in the back. Just for scale.
Firefighter.
Firefighter. Just for scale.
Up we go.
And to the very, very top, if you can, that's the bridge. We got a couple guys in there, Neon Ice. Well, we don't even have 2 guys. We just have the one guy, Neon Ice, and he's falling over.
Okay.
And there's the missile from another Rolling Thunder that we had.
That's all I can show you because my arm was getting tired.
Yes.
Alright, now we're going to move over to our shelf over here. My sister drew these pictures in the back again. So let's open this. Oh, be careful. So we've got a truck, and we've got What's his
Spirit. This is the vintage Spirit that you made me buy you.
I made you. You wanted it too. You can't say I made you.
Well, I wanted vintage. I wouldn't have wanted a vintage Spirit. I've never liked the Spirit character.
Okay, I kind of liked it.
Oh, that's fine.
And then we got the file card with him and then a little tube.
Yes. And then there is Baron Blood. And he's from Action Force. And that's what those two guys that we customized, that's what actually we made in the customs class. This is what we were actually making, were these custom figures.
They gave us a set of stuff, and our pieces were missing.
Yeah, so we had to take apart other Joes. I think that's Snake Eyes version 3 arms.
This is mine that I made.
Which is awesome, by the way. It is super
I'm
awesome.
going to set this over here, and I'm going to show you Dad's, which I did the little white on the...
Oh, yeah, she did the white on the helmet. It looks awesome.
The sticker that he used on the head is kind of falling off. He has different hands, but I don't know why they made us use, like...
Different parts, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're getting a terrible glare. And there's the Fangcopter and the Mortar Defense, which is missing actually something. We bought that from Freak Toys. And it was actually missing something from the box, which is very unusual for Freak Toys to actually sell a toy that isn't complete. That's really weird.
They probably just didn't check it.
Didn't realize that it was missing something.
And because the guy was like, oh, it's complete. And then that
Yeah, because it's got its gas tank. What it doesn't have is its mortar rounds, which I can see you've got the big mortar, the sandbags, the gas tank. It just was missing the mortar
I just
shells.
can't wait to open this and...
Yeah, when I get the actual, this box, the mortar box, then we're going to do a review. And here is the Sandstorm with version, I don't know, 4 or 5 of Dusty. 5,
It's going
6.
through a city, if you can't tell, because of the buildings.
Yep, and I got a Snake Eyes on there, and I don't know which one that is. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure which one is actually Dusty and which one. I think the driver is Dusty, and I think the other one is...
It says, danger, stand clear of weapon.
Yeah.
Big wheel, tiny wheel. Big wheel,
Tiny
tiny
wheel.
wheel. So we broke this on accident one day. The mirror came out, but it's okay. So we've got this guy right here.
Yep. That's the Cobra track tank or something like that.
I actually think that that's really cool, and the figure in there matches it so good.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. I could probably tell if I looked at this.
We've also got the
Oh,
blueprints
this is
in the
double
back.
clutch riding the... Oh, Desert Coyote. Since the real world type of wars of Afghanistan and Iraq and all that, they started going to more of a deserty themed vehicles and stuff like that. Now on the bottom there, I'm not even sure what that.
We
that's
forgot
a
to take
Recondo
the sticker off.
I forgot to take the sticker off. What does it say? It says Recon Sled. I would not have remembered. I'm glad there was an actual sticker on there because I didn't know what that was. And the stuff in the back there is for the Ninja Viper. And that one is complete. I actually watched a video on that one. So when I watched it, I know that's complete. That is a 100% complete bag full of Ninja Viper stuff that she bought from JoeCon.
I also got a blue ninja thing. It was really cool. I don't know where she is right now. We've got
She's in the
final
Cobra
card.
thing. That's the Arctic Trooper snow job.
Uh,
That was another figure that I didn't overly want, but she really wanted.
Now what I want really bad is the one with the snow kayak guy.
Oh, Stalker version 2. Yeah, Stalker version 2 is really
So I'm just
really,
going to quick show you
awesome.
these boxes because right now I cannot find them at the moment. But I've got the Puss in Boots spot from
Funko
Shrek Pop. We've got 11, which I will show you later. and the other ones I don't think really matter because there's an alien one and Roadhog, which I'll show you in a minute. We are going up to the Hammerhead.
Yeah, that is one of my favorites.
This is all you're going to see because my hand is getting quite tired. And it's the same thing on the other side.
Yeah, there's nothing totally different. Here's the bug.
This is my favorite one.
Yeah, here's the bug. We're going to do a review on these, but these aren't all complete. So we're going to kind of wait till we get a few more parts.
And also, you got to be careful because we had a guy in there with a gun. The gun fell and it got stuck.
No, not the guy's gun. A guy came apart.
Oh,
trying to get him out, and
yeah.
his head got torn off by accident.
All of the thing just kind of, all of his parts just kind of fell. We got all of them out except the head. The head was stuck in there, but we finally got it out. Over here, it's not even a Joe toy, but I like
really
it.
Cool. She got that for Christmas one year.
I also got a punch buggy with it.
Yeah, that's over by the. That's down over by the Joe-Con box.
Okay. And we got this.
We got the adder.
Okay.
And then
we've got
a model car that we just stuck some Cobra guys that we always call the Bills in there.
Yep, we call them the Bills because in our perspective, they always mess up on everything that they do. Because they're funny, we call them the Bill Twins. We were actually playing with this car, and one of the Bills got stuck in there. And you can see the engine and stuff.
Yep, there's some engine detail in there. There's Sci-Fi, the green guy there. That's just real quick, that's Sci-Fi. There is the Saw Viper. Snake Eyes on the Ram. That's Snake Eyes version 3. There's the pamphlet
Can I show them this?
Yeah, that's the pamphlet for doing the G.I. Joe class. The customs class. Part of it's upside down, part you're supposed to fold it in half. And
it's weird.
Yeah.
Yep. And we actually have the Slaughter's Marauder shirts.
Yes, we do.
And this, I think, is really cool because the guy that gave us the girls, do you remember those girls that we showed you over there that he sculpted from plastic? He gave us these. They were probably $5 each.
I think so.
And we got 2 of them to go with our custom figures that we made at Joe-Con. And here we have, you can't see the Spider-Man.
Okay, hold on. You talk about that. Talk about her.
I'll go into this light.
There you go.
She's holding a jewel because she just robbed something.
Yeah, she's a bad guy.
Who is this?
Black Cat.
Black Cat. I love the hair color. So cool. Yeah, that's really it. Alright, I'm going to come back to here because we got the light working. I'll set her. And you can see Spider-Man in the back, and he is spying on her.
Yeah.
And then we also have the safe.
Yeah.
The safe is quite cool because the wheel actually spins, so you can pretend that, like, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, and there's money and papers.
There is.
It says Kevin Smith, who's a comic book writer.
And then there is, it's a hassle to get it out, but there is pearls.
Oh yeah, those are.
And money.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get them out. See, here's the pearls that she stole because she's bad. And then there's money. We've got the Trouble Bubble, but it's the other, there's an actual name for it. What's it called?
The Flight Pod. That's 25th anniversary as well. 2008 or 9, I believe.
Here are the... Oh, gotta move my anklet thing. Here are the bears. I really want the desert one, but the desert one must be popular because there's no choice.
We never see them on sale on eBay or anything.
We checked Craigslist. We checked everything.
Facebook, everything, yeah. And here are the Double Team Rockets.
There's a turkey that I made.
Yep, and that's cool. Now up there, it's going to be really difficult, but up there are Star Wars pictures and the boxes.
So there's this ledge up here from our apartment, and
Yeah.
we put all the boxes up here. We first started with that giant box, which is the flag.
Yep,
And
that was
then
our
we were
first
like-
box.
Then we were like, you know what, we should just start collecting boxes over here. So we started collecting the boxes, and now we have them all around, even one right there.
And here are some of our carded actual, just card boxes.
They aren't the boxes, they're just the back.
Or the backs, I mean, yeah. Like there's one with a couple of them with file cards.
We got the minions. The Gru that was in the tank over there, that's the one that we got right there.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Okay, so this reveal we actually had to do in the kitchen because it was a giant box.
But we just did the unboxing. We didn't actually do a review.
Yeah.
But that one's up.
Oh. We never did the reveal, which is actually quite weird because it's been probably
Oh, a long time.
like 3 months.
Oh, probably more than that even.
Yeah. So then we
Probably been a year ago already.
This is our messy shelf. We've got I forgot her name, but
From
she's
Mysticons.
yeah, she's my favorite character on Mysticons, which Mysticons stopped at like the first season because no one was watching it. Sadly.
Well, it's got like 4 seasons, but
Sorry, I don't want to light the camera on fire, so I put out the candles.
actually you didn't even do that.
Gosh, okay. There's a car back there. Oh, it's very smelly. There's another car. No, that's not safe. Okay, sorry, that didn't work out too well.
No. That looks like something we're going to have to try to edit.
So we've got my Num Nums truck. It's lip gloss and stuff. Got my Num Nums. Then we've got my Hot Wheels right here. We've got an X-Men cars, which we're probably going to sell. Probably. We don't know yet.
We haven't decided yet. Because
Yeah.
I bought them for $1 and I probably won't even be able to sell them for $1 anymore.
So here is the airplane that I got, which we actually found this little tiny engine man, which actually surprisingly we thought that we would lose, but there it is. And he fits in that tiny thing. He also fits in all of the little cars. See, like my punch buggy, he fits.
Don't put them in there too much, though.
He just pops right back out. And we got Yoshi, and then this thing right here belongs to this guy.
Yep.
Okay, now we are on to my favorite castle. It is the Misfit Castle.
And this is the final set of toys we're going to look at.
This is Miss Poopy. The camera just flipped back in my face. There's King Bob.
Yep. And that's supposed to be a Hulk, but the paint kind of wore off on the Hulk.
Yeah, I can kind of see it ish. So then down here are the puppy guards, where there's a little gate. This is the VIP section. And then if we go down a little bit, here's the pop I was talking about. We got this girl. I don't know why she's yellow. I don't know. Here's Roadblock. He is a really big character, so I might have to put him on the ground and show you him.
Road pig.
Oh, shit. Road pig. I don't know why I call him Roblox. He also looks like a Roblox. Oh.
Okay.
Then behind here,
That's Wildor.
I call him is he a wizard or something?
No, he's just an inventor. He made the cosmic key.
And this girl right here, I could not get her to stand, so I got mad at her and I just stuck her right there.
Perfect.
Then Harley Quinn and Paige just fell over. Paige is a wrestler.
Wow, I'm just making everything worse. There you
So
go.
there's Harley Quinn, and this thing, I don't know if they purposely did this, but he is supposed to be shooting electric things, but there's a peace sign right there, a heart, and a peace sign. which there's another heart right in there, peace sign, peace sign. I don't think they intended to do that, but that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. And then here is...
Here, well, you set that back up. I'll just kind of show this. So, I made the Miss Poopsie in here. There's slime in her. We make it in this little cup. I don't know what I like so much about this, but there's the Magna Defender.
And he's really top heavy because of the gun. And he's not standing anyway. And here is something I had as a child. This is unfortunately not my childhood one, but it's Stone Hook. And my Stone Hook I accidentally gave away to Goodwill. Never meant to, because I got that toy from my brother and sister-in-law as a wedding present for being in their wedding. I was 10 years old, so I was really little when I was in their wedding.
I'm gonna set the camera.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna show him better because I couldn't get him to stand, and I thought that they would be better right here. So here is him just a little bit better. He has a hook as a hand, which I always thought was kind of cool. He has like a ninja mask. And yeah, there's his hand, his feet. And isn't this the... Yeah, we'll show that on a review. That's just that. Okay, you don't have to stand up, just aim that light up here. There's Wonder Woman in the hot tub. I just call it the hot tub. And there's a clutter of mess, but we already showed you all of them. This green thing right here, which was actually weighing this guy down right here, I took off. So,
yeah.
And I made that dinosaur in church.
There you go.
So that was our video.
This is a long one, but we're kind of just showing our entire collection. We thank you for watching.
Hopefully you made it through this whole video because it was a long one.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching, and we will see you
next time.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.